Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is David Hyman, your tour guide in Israel. Today's tour is at the town of Rosh Pina. The story of Rosh Pina actually starts here, where I am right now. These are the ruins of the Arab village that was here in the late 1800s, Jaouni. The village sits on the entrance to a wadi, a valley called Wadi Rosh Pina that leads up to the city of Tzfat. So in the 1870s, the villagers from this village, Jaouni, they were in desperate need for some cash money, and they decided to sell a large parcel of their land to their neighbors from Tzfat. A few families from Tzfat bought the land and moved down here to try and become farmers. They named the Jewish village Gei-Oni, which is very similar to the Arab name of the village, Jaouni. Jaouni, Gei-Oni. They were what we call Yeshuv Yashan. These are very Orthodox Jews that their families have been living up in Tzfat for hundreds of years. And they were encouraged to change their lifestyle, and instead of living off donations, to try and live off the land and become Jewish farmers. So the first attempt was not very successful. The conditions were too harsh. Their crops failed, there was lack of water, and they sold the land to a group of immigrants that came in 1882. This is what we call the Aliyah Rishona, first wave of immigration. This was a group of Romanian immigrants. They bought the land and they moved into these old homes, and they call it Rosh Pina. Rosh Pina. It's from the biblical verse, Even Ma'asu Habonim Haita LeRosh Pina. This is Psalm number 118, verse 22. So the word Rosh Pina, that means the cornerstone or the headstone. So this is a pretty amazing fact that these people that came all the way from Romania chose the name Rosh Pina, the headstone, for their town. So what exactly is the Rosh Pina, the cornerstone? It's one of the stones that fits exactly in a spot that completes the building and keeps it stable and steady. If it's in an arch, sometimes it's the headstone. What makes this name even more amazing? This quote from Psalm 118 appears in the New Testament no less than 5 times. I think it's one of the most quoted words from the Old Testament. You can read it 3 times in Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And then these words are quoted again in the book of Acts by St. Peter and in Peter's first book. So this is the synagogue of Rosh Pina. This synagogue is 135 years old.
של ראש פינה הוא מאוד מעניין.
Okay.
זה לקוח מהפסוק, אבן מעשו הבונים הייתה לראש פינה.
So my host, Israel, is telling me that in the Jewish literature there is a beautiful midrash, a story, that the rejected stone was no other than young David. We read in the book of Samuel that when prophet Samuel approaches Jesse in Bethlehem and asks him to line up all his sons, young David is not there. He is rejected by his brothers and his father. But then David becomes the founder of the dynasty, the headstone of the building, and therefore the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The synagogue was built at 1887 by Baron Benjamin Rothchild who adopted Rosh Pina and was the sponsor of the town for about 20 years. All the furniture, the bima, the ark, the ceiling, the tiles, they are all original from the 19th century. Thank you, Israel. Take care. Toda rabah. Thank you. So in 1883, a year after Rosh Pina was founded, they need help, and who comes to help? Baron Rothchild, the Rothschild family. So Baron Rothchild, he didn't come here person to govern the village of Rosh Pina. What he did was send his bureaucrats, and that's what the house says, Beit HaPkidut, the house of the bureaucrats. So these two buildings were offices with accountants, lawyers, managers, and they were the ones who made all the decision, and they gave them the loans, and then they wanted the money back. So these stairs, they're called the stairs of tears. All the farmers used to sit on these stairs and weep in line when they're waiting for the bureaucrats to open the offices. So the Rosh Pina farmers were replaced by Rosh Pina artisans. Today, Rosh Pina has many musicians, artists, and business owners. So let's meet a few of them.
I love Rosh Pina. It's my favorite. I arrived here like 23 years ago, and to this actual road. And as I was walking here, I felt that I arrived home. I was walking here. I met my husband. Don't ask me why, but there's something spiritual and something very strong in Rosh Pina that attracts really interesting people.
So you're an artist yourself?
Yes.
Can we see your art?
Of course.
Okay.
I used to curate art and curate Rosh Pina's artists.
Your gallery is in this old building, which is from 1883.
That's it. But it's actually the first school.
This was the first school of Rosh Pina.
Yeah, Vilkumich. Vilkumich was the headmaster. He was the first one to teach Hebrew in Hebrew. We're actually three artists. My own, the Well Gallery. Ro'i Ivgi, you'll meet him in a second. He does like really nice jewelry. And Dikla.
So this was the school. This was the first school.
School, yeah. They were actually living here and teaching here. And these walls, I always say that these walls has seen a lot. This is my work. I actually deal with canvas.
So you spell your name C-Gal.
And nowadays we have a small factory. It's mine and my husband, and we do like products which are all natural, no additives, no preservatives, some liquors, limoncello, and spreads and relishes, and habanero sauces. This is a new series. It's like really, really spicy.
So habe'er means the well.
That's it, the well delicatessen.
אני אעשה סרט על ראש פינה.
אתה עושה סרט?
כן, את עובדת עם יובל?
כן.
כן, את מוכנה להיות בסרט?
להיות בסרט? מה אני צריכה לעשות? There's magic in the air, I can't explain it. There's nature, beautiful nature and beautiful people and... Welcome to Rosh Pina! Come and I'll make you coffee! The best coffee in the area! In the old street!
אז זה קפה לראש?
כן.
That's nice. קפה לראש, huh? Bye.
Welcome to Rosh Pina.
This is Galila. Galila is my friend. She's from the Hameiri family. It's family from Tzfat originally, נכון?
נכון.
משפחה מצפת.
כן.
And Galila owns the Hameiri suites, the Hameiri Estate. This is the best accommodation in Rosh Pina, נכון?
Yeah.
Because Galila takes care of you. And look at her view. Okay, 10 rooms.
10, עוד מעט יהיה 14.
10, and soon there'll be 14 rooms.
תודה. זה האחוזה הגדולה.
It's a very big estate. Wow, איזה יופי.
Yeah, thank you.
So each one of these is a room. There's a table, there's a kitchenette, sofa, beautiful stone building. And inside there's the bedroom and bathroom up here. Each of these suites, they have a table and the balcony and views of the valley. I will put Galila's email and website in the description, and it's best to contact her directly. You'll get a better deal. The very, very top of the village of Rosh Pina, there's this wonderful lookout named for Nimrod Segev. Nimrod was 4th generation from Rosh Pina, and he was killed in a battle of Na'it Shaib in the Second Lebanon War. And his family built this memorial in his honor. There's the town of Rosh Pina, Chula Valley, Golan Heights still with a little bit of snow, and Mount Hermon snow-capped. If you still have the time and energy, I highly recommend a nature hike along Rosh Pina stream. Find the stairs behind the synagogue. They lead down to the stream. You can follow the path marked blue up to the springs and enjoy wonderful scenery, wildflowers, and gushing water during the winter season. I hope you all enjoyed this tour of Rosh Pina. So if you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. And please write a comment. Let me know where you'd like to go on our next tour of wonderful Israel. And until then, Litraot, take care, shalom shalom, goodbye. Have a great day.